How's it going, Grade A Nation? Chris Thomas here. Hope you're having a Grade A kind of day. And on this installment of Grade A Nation, we're going to be talking about some pretty surprising news. Tom Bergeron removed as host of Dancing with the Stars after serving in that role for 15 years. And also Erin Andrews, who has been the co-host of Dancing with the Stars for 6 years, she has also been removed from her spot. This is pretty surprising stuff.
Is this really the topic that we're going to talk about?
Good times, Tom Lideau. Yes, it is, because I think that something of this type, where a longtime host of a very popular show gets fired in these trying times, is big news.
Well, I mean, do any of us watch Dancing with the Stars? I mean, I know I don't.
Well, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars either. Dale Pine, how about you?
I don't happen to watch Dancing with the Stars, but I do know that Dancing with the Stars is popular with the female demographic, and if we're trying to attract more listeners, talking about Dancing with the Stars is a good way of doing that.
That's right, Dale Pine. So, good times. I think this is a good topic for a podcast.
So, what you're saying is that we're essentially pandering. You know, we don't even watch the show, but we're going to talk about the host of the show. I mean, really? To get more lady listeners?
Well, you can be, as dismissive as you want, but, we're doing our best to build an audience.
So what's next? Are we going to have someone on to talk about the best websites to buy tampons? I mean, really, what's the end game here?
Well, the end game here is to have a popular podcast. And let's just focus on the question at hand, is that Tom Bergeron has been the host of this show for 15 years, over 400 episodes. That's a lot. What do you think might have caused him to be let go?
Well, I mean, it doesn't take Albert Einstein to know that in the middle of the Rice-A-Roni virus...
Rice-A-Roni virus?
Well, you said I'm not allowed to use the actual word because some places don't like us using the word.
Oh, okay. Because of the Rice-A-Roni virus.
Yeah, times are tough. Times are tough because of the Rice-A-Roni virus. So they may not be able to afford Tom Bergeron and, the broad.
Oh, okay. You can be respectful. Erin Andrews is a very well-known sportscaster and a pretty solid reporter.
Yeah, she has a pretty solid rack after seeing that peephole video.
Good times. You're not supposed to talk about, that, and you shouldn't admit to seeing something like that. I mean, that was a crime.
The only crime is that I didn't get a taste of that.
Oh, okay. I apologize, everyone.
Are you okay? Are you stroking out? Are you stroking out to Erin Andrews?
Dale Pine, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly possible that Tom Bergeron and Erin Andrews were let go because of budget cuts. Because ABC is planning to do a Wonder Years reboot, and that might be pretty expensive when you think about buying the rights to all the songs. And especially if you're trying to do a African American Wonder Years, getting the rights to Motown songs is pretty expensive.
Yeah, I heard that there's gonna be an African American Wonder Years, and I'm kind of concerned.
Why are you concerned about an African American Wonder Years reboot?
Well, I mean, growing up, I enjoyed seeing Winnie Cooper and her exploits. And, if this is taking place at the same time as the original Wonder Years, I don't want to see Winnie Cooper, struck with a police baton or sprayed with a fire hydrant.
Oh God. So you're saying because of the color of her skin that during that time period she's going to be a target?
Yeah, I bet you they're going to have Winnie Cooper with an afro, and she's all about, black power, and that's okay. But that also means her being hit by police batons and being sprayed with the fire hydrant hose, because those were rough times back in the day. Those were that's serious stuff.
Well, it was a pretty tumultuous period, but we're living in some tough times now.
Yeah, and it doesn't definitely. I heard that Nick Cannon is going to be the father. Kevin Arnold's dad.
I don't think that's the case after Nick
Nick who? What were you going to say? I think I know what you were going to say.
What do you think I was going to say?
I think you were going to say Nick Coon.
Oh, God. No, I was going to say Nick Cannon. Cut it out. Cut it out, good times, Tom Nadeau.
Well, it sounded like it.
So, Nick Cannon did make recent comments about people who lack melanin being, almost lesser humans. It was very bizarre commentary out of left field. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to be cast as a major character on a network show after those hateful comments.
Well, I bet you he's going to be Kevin Arnold's dad on the Wonder Years reboot. And he's going to wear nothing but a dashiki. And sometimes he's going to lift the dashiki and expose himself to Winnie Cooper.
What? What is wrong with you, man?
Well, all I'm saying is that this was a major issue at the time where you would have people wear dashikis and no underwear, and they would just expose themselves to random people.
I never heard of that. I think you're making that up.
Yeah, I agree with Dale Pine. I think Good Times Tom Nadeau is just making things up now.
No, it happened. It happened. And I also think that maybe the reason why ABC got rid of the Tommy Pickles,
Tom Bergeron,
Tommy Lasorda, and Erin Burnett,
Erin Andrews,
Erin. What? Oh, you got me flustered. Why do you always do that?
Good Times. Just get to your point.
Well, all I'm saying is that maybe ABC wants to save money by casting Naya Rivera as the host of Dancing with the Stars.
Folks, I apologize for that. He's talking about the Glee actress who recently drowned, and there's no possible way she can host a show.
Sure she can. All you have to do is just put her in a beach chair and, cover her up, put a wig, makeup, and she's as good as new. And you can have some actress that sounds like her talking over the loudspeaker, and you essentially have a host that you don't have to pay.
That actually sounds like a cost-effective idea.
Dale Pine, cut it out. Dancing with the Stars is not going to have a deceased person host the show.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of avenues where you can take the memory of Naya Rivera.
That's right, my friend. Yes. Actually, Good Times Tom Ladeau and myself have been working on a pitch for a new show.
And what's that show?
It's gonna be called Naya the Explorer, and it's about a ghost.
Oh, boy.
A ghost named Naya who is trying to learn Cantonese while she explores the wildlife in the ocean.
So you're disrespecting the memory of a woman when she saved her son and sacrificed herself.
No, it's very reverential. She has superpowers. I mean, she can throw, bursts of fire at sharks that attack, and she's learning Cantonese, and she's an avid swimmer. It's a good thing, you know. She's friends with the nice animal wildlife of the seas.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that anything ripping off Dora the Explorer is bound for a lawsuit, especially one that is disrespecting the memory of someone who is no longer with us.
You know, you always have to spoil everything. I mean, dang, what is your problem? What's your problem?
Your teeth were almost falling out that time.
Well, I mean, I can't afford corrective surgery because of the salary I get here.
Okay, you don't have to be passive-aggressive. Grade A Nation, I apologize. Let's keep Tom Bergeron, Naya Rivera, and everyone that Dale Pine and Good Times Tom Ladeau disrespected in our hearts.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't disrespect anyone. I was very, very kind.
Well, I mean, if you're someone who's going to be working on a pitch called Naya the Explorer, and it's about a woman who drowned, and the show's about her being, an avid swimmer, I mean, don't you think that's kind of out of line?
Well, I mean, I did a survey.
Oh, no, don't start with the surveys. Nonsense. Okay, Grady Nation, we'll check in with you next time. We appreciate it when you subscribe and spread the word. Tell others about the Grade A Nation podcast. Thank you very much.
Well, I wanted to say something.
Too bad. I mean, you offended everyone already. That's enough.